What is up, you guys? X Games Interactive here, back with yet another update video. So this is something that I've never done before, and I plan to work on my development project while I tell you guys a story. So maybe a month or a week ago ish, this lady started working near me in my where I work, where I work in my kind of department. So she looked exactly like somebody that had already worked in my area, my work area. So it was just so crazy because I was staring and she kind of stared back, just like, what are you looking at? It's like, it's spooky even. So it wasn't just me that thought the same thing. Her supervisor, my co-workers, and a few other people would walk up to her and say the girl's name, and then she would be like, who's that? So one day I decided I would speak to her to, just to talk to her. She was walking, and I met up with her walking down the path, and I said hi, being polite, speaking, and I said, well, you really do look like that girl. And she's like, well, everyone's been saying that. I don't know who that is. I never met her before. And I was like, well, it's striking. Y'all have a striking resemblance with each other. Y'all look the same and everything, coming at it as a, kind of like an awing moment versus, anything weird. And she was really receptive and sweet about it. She's like, well, I really want to meet her now if she looks like me, like straight up looks like me. So that went on for a couple more weeks to a month, and she got more acquainted with her work area and what she does and everything. And I would see her from time to time, wave and speak. Pretty sweet woman. So the other day, I had a conversation with her. I walked up, I saw her, and she seemed like she was just really wasn't doing anything. It was around lunchtime, break time, not anybody was not doing anything. Everybody was clocked out for lunch, just handling their everyday business, So I was walking through and I saw her, and I walked over to her and spoke to her. And she said, she asked what I do for work, and then she said, well, I've done that ever since I started working in manufacturing and doing factory work. And I was like, wow, and then she explained to me all her achievements and everything. And then I got back on the topic of how she just looks like the girl. And the craziest thing about it, what she said, I used to take care of her as a little girl, and I know her folks, and she's a very, very intelligent woman now, and I'm so proud of her on what she's become and how I was able to be there for her, and I how I nurtured her into the woman she is. And I was like, what? And then she explained to me how she knew her, and she was saying that somebody had came and brought the information back to her, from a different standpoint. Someone else said her had said her said a name that she was more familiar with. She was like, such and such daughter, and it clicked to her on who we were talking about. And she's like, oh yeah, I used to take care of her, my daughter and her daughter. And it was beautiful, and it showed me how small this world is, and how interconnected we are as a civilization, as people, and how sometimes we get distant from each other and lose that connection, but just the moments that we share together are beautiful. So we went on to talk about it further, and she just like, yeah, she was saying we always used to get that, and we still do. She was saying it's partly from the hair color, the eye placement, and all that. She went into more specific details on all that. And I was making a joke. I was like, well, we never know. That could be your daughter. She laughed and chuckled a little bit, and I thought that was real sweet. And she was just, we went back to talking about her achievements as far as work and everything. And she's a fantastic woman. And I learned a lot about her the other day. And she kind of made it where I had a lot of I'm trying to think of the best word. A lot of stability, balance, a lot of hope to do the things that I do, in my everyday life. This game design project and other projects that I put my hands on, it was really a little push in the right direction. As many people that talk to me or know me, sometimes they give a little push, and that push is very motivational. That's the word I was thinking about. Very motivational. And I appreciate everybody that does that, even the people in the past that have done that, and some of you people may not even know that y'all have done that for me. And it's been really inspiring to have you a part of my community, part of my friend group, and in my life in general. So I am very thankful for you guys. So as far as this game project, I've been trying to get it back working. The spawning in the project is not working. So I have a bunch of stuff that's supposed to spawn within the game. It's not spawning at all. I'm probably going to create a new spawning script in general and base it off of this one and see if I can get it to spawn anything at all. If I can do that, then I'll make sure to have a part 3 for you guys, and I will consider another story time / depth time, because if you guys like this, please give a like, subscribe, click that bell notification, and if you want to be a part of X Games Interactive or XGI Discord server, please join. The link is down there. And if y'all have any questions or anything, hey, you know where to put it, in the comments. See you guys next time.